Hey guys, it's Zach Keeney coming to you here from ZachKeeney.com. And I've got something pretty cool that's happening here. About 2 weeks back before Thanksgiving, I reached out to the audience, to all the subscribers, and said, hey, what more can I do for you? What more would you like to see from the blog, from content perspectives, and from my mind? And one of the things that really stood out as a resounding answer was, we want more video. And so one of the things I'm going to be working on here toward the end of this year in 2014 and entirely into next year is producing episodes. So with every post, I'm going to be taking a look at specific content that I can deliver to you from a video perspective, which is great for me. I like video. It's simple to use, and I like some of the scale that's available out there to distribute the content. So here we go with the first video here, the episode, and I want to kick it off with a content piece that's really, really important to me, and it's about two of my favorite questions. What are they, and how did we get here? I've been reading a lot this year about goal setting, looking forward at 2015, talking about achievement, and one of the things that keeps popping up is high achievers and great leaders ask the right questions. They're always talking about their peer set and maybe what separates the cream from everything else, and why the cream rises to the top is they ask the right questions. And so I got to thinking, if I could really distill it down into the last decade of my career, what are a couple of my favorite questions? And that's what I'm going to jump into right now. The first one, and I learned this maybe 5 or 6 years ago, but it's been so important for a multitude of different conversations, and I'll get into that in a second. But the question is, what does success look like? What does success look like? And I spend a lot of time in the agency world, and there's client-facing relationships. And one of the things that we get into frequently is a conversation about, what are you going to do for me? And then, sometimes you can reach an agreement, shake hands, and have a new client, a new opportunity. And if you don't ask this question, I'm going to tell you right now, you're in trouble. Because 3 months down the road, 6 months down the road, you're going to be doing a review of what have you done for me lately. And if you don't know what success looks like, you're going on a road trip and you don't have a map. And I got to thinking about it, and I said, well, this isn't unique to the agency business at all. It's about if you're a personal trainer. If someone comes in do I want to get faster? Do I want to get stronger? Maybe I want to lose weight. How much weight? Getting to the specifics. If someone says, well, I need to sell more stuff. Okay, well, what kind of stuff? What are your margins on this stuff that you sell? What are your best margins? How much of it do you need to be profitable? What does success look like in your business, in your endeavor, in your activity? To someone, success could be going from a 7-minute mile to a 5-minute and 30-second mile if you're a trainer. Once again, it's out there for every single one of us. What I encourage you to do is ask the question. And it can't always just be, what does success look like? There's a lot of different derivatives and angles in which that conversation can go. But you have to ask it, because what you can do then is you can go back and develop your strategies completely focused on that goal. Your client, your partner, your new opportunity has tipped their hand. And it's not really that, I shouldn't say tip their hand, that's what their problem is. They're trying to solve a challenge. And in telling you what success looks like, they're giving you the blueprint and saying, I don't know how to get there. That's why I'm talking to you. So please help me find out what success looks like. That's question number one. Okay, jumping back into it here. We went through question number one. What does success look like? And if you read through the post or you want to continue watching this, just keep that question in mind. Once again, if you've got a relationship, if you've got an opportunity, if you have clients of any type, I encourage you to ask that question. You'll be amazed what you hear and then how it's going to help drive your business and the focus of what your business is working on a day-to-day basis. Second question, and it's one that I ask frequently, and once again, I don't think it matters so much the industry as it does the type of person. I think that I call him a friend of mine because I've watched 100 of his videos, but Gary Vaynerchuk, he talks more about EQ, about emotional qualities in people, and the new economy being about emotion and taking care of someone. And you get to thinking, and I've asked this question many times over the years, and it hit me here in the last week, but the question is, what more can I do for you? I don't care if you work at an ad agency, as I have, or if you're a trainer, or you're a bookkeeper, an accountant, a financial planning representative, maybe you're a dentist, and you're watching this video. If you ask the question, it does a couple very powerful things for the person that you're talking to. Number one, and the most important thing, is it shows that you care. It means you give a shit. And by asking it, much like the first question, what does success look like? The person, if they trust you and they think you're an authority to help them with a challenge, I promise you that they'll tell you. They'll say, you know, what I'm challenged with, I got a couple things. Do you have a minute? Can I bend your ear on this topic? And they'll tell you, and just by simply asking and caring and say, what more can I do for you? Because here's what's happened to me over the years. You get done with your presentation, your offering, your meeting, your agenda. You get done, you're shaking hands, thank you, love you. You know, a lot of times, hopefully with a client of mine, give the guy a hug, give the woman a hug, because you care about them, and then you sincerely ask, what more can I do for you? Is there anything more I can help you with? Do you have other challenges that we didn't discuss today? And I'm not saying you're going to have all the answers, but I bet many of you watching the video, you have relationships. You have other people that can help. And you don't always have to make money off every conversation, every handshake, every deal. I always feel like a lot of times the authority of the conversation, the trust that's developed over time, is worth way more than a single handshake in a transaction, because it keeps that person with you. There's a lot of options out there in today's economy. Why should I stay with you? The people that will stay with you will ask the question, what more can I do for you? And then be willing to help. Answer the question. Come back in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month. Maybe it's a new business opportunity or a new endeavor. Maybe the entrepreneur inside of you figures out a solution to their problem and you find out that others like them have that same problem. So 2 powerful questions on this first episode. 2 of my favorite questions. 1, what does success look like? Number 2, what more can I do for you? Last topic coming up here. One of the things I thought about, and I heard it from a couple different podcasts I've been listening to in the last month, is I've been thinking about sponsorship opportunities, and I've been thinking about the episodes coming up that I've kind of got scripted out and some of the other ideas. And one of the things I don't want to do with my blog is turn it into a space with crappy banner ads and things annoying people because they're there for the content. And I got to thinking about my personal brand and the things that I believe in and stand for. And so one of the things I'm doing right now is I'm reaching out via this video to a company that I believe in heavily, and I probably started purchasing from them about maybe a year and a half or 2 years ago, and I'm actually wearing one of their shirts right now. And I think it's interesting because when people follow me or they comment back on the blog or they'll send me emails and they want to know, hey, what else are you into? What do you do? And one of my passions, as goofy as it probably sounds, is I like style. I like some contemporary style mixed with some new age style tactics and some of the things that are happening. But one of the things that I absolutely love, is Leadberry shirts. And I've got the link to their shirts here below in the notes, but I'm looking for them to sponsor not only this blog, but the videos that are coming up. If you take a look at their site, they do some really cool stuff, by the way, from a marketing perspective. I love the work that they do, but I love their shirts. And I'd never purchased a shirt before. I'd never spent $100 on a shirt until I believe had purchased a Leadberry shirt. And I don't buy very many of them. I get them as gifts for Christmas or my birthday. But here's what I want you to know about them and why I want them to sponsor this content in the blog. I'm super focused on achievement and success. And I'd never owned a shirt that cost me $100 before. And I will promise you, I will tell you, I've never closed more business. I've never felt more confident than I do wearing their apparel, their attire. If you're on their site, I'm a 15.5 slim fit because it fits me. I'm kind of gangly and long and somewhat narrow. But I think when you're buying something, there's what you're buying and then what you're really buying. And what you're buying is a shirt. You can find one anywhere. You can find one at Target. I can go to Banana Republic. I own many of theirs. But what I'm also buying is the confidence and the way that I feel when I wear it. And I can tell you from wearing quite a few different Leadberry shirts, I'm going to continue to wear one every episode. I'm going to try to put a new one on. At some point, I'm going to run out unless they accept my opportunity here, and maybe they'll send me a couple that I can continue to put on these episodes moving forward. So a couple things I love every episode. I'm going to end one with some things that are unique to my style, my brand, things that I truly adore, and I like the way that they work in my life. So check out the link below. Once again, this is the first episode. Many more to come. Thank you for viewing. This is Zach Keeney on ZachKeeney.com. Take care.